YouTube above average Cody here, coming at you with some more viewer VOD review, the series where we go through a viewer's gameplay and tell them how they can improve their gameplay in the Halo Infinite ranked arena. And today we have some Gold 6 gameplay from the homie High Memes here. We're going to go through and see how we can improve his Slayer Streets gameplay and overall just how to go about a Slayer game in general. Now, guys, hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up on the video, and stay tuned until the end of the video to find out how you can submit some of your own VOD to be reviewed by me for a video. Now, let's dive right in to this Slayer gameplay, and High Memes actually put his stats right at the beginning of the video here, which is actually pretty helpful. So he dealt just under 4,000 damage, shot 43% accuracy, which he did mention he needs to work on his aim, and there are some points we're going to talk about in this video, and he went 11, 14, and 5. So we definitely want to get these deaths down, and the amount of kills, guys, does not necessarily matter as much if you put up some good assists on the board. And guys, Slayer game mode, I really have always struggled with to some extent. So, just like every game I go into, we're going to think about what the main priority is here, right? We want to play around our teammates. Team shooting and moving around the map together is very, very important. And then only pushing when you have the advantage. If you're not pushing when you have the advantage, you should be eating up that space on the map and doing your best to control spawns so that you can continue to team shoot with your teammates, right? Those are the basics of Slayer. I mean, the basics of Slayer are get kills, don't die. So remember that as well. So right off the rip here, you climb up top subway and grab this battle rifle, right? And it's instinctive just to look out here at mid-map, see if anybody's kind of just strolling about here, because obviously we used to fight for rockets, but now it is camo, and it does not come up immediately at the start of the game. So you choose to, I think you saw something over there. I don't even think you meant to shoot, honestly, but you choose to fly up B steps towards your teammates. They're pinging it up. Perfectly fine. You end up running into a weak enemy, and you are now continuing to fly forwards. You catch another one kind of just strolling about, put in some pretty decent shots, and you do end up getting the perfect medal there. And now you just continue to fly forwards, and it works out pretty well. So far, you're fighting pretty solo. I mean, your teammate kind of tried to move up with you. He actually went down here. And you're up 4-2, and your teammate's down here to secure the camo. So honestly, I don't really hate any of this so far. You did push up a little bit solo, but you definitely caught them completely off guard, so this is fine. So now that you have 4 dead, right, you just went through a whole rack of kills, you want to think about where you are spawning these enemies and how you're going to play about that spawn. With your teammate down here in mid and you holding A tower, it's safe to assume they're going to be spawning possibly B or down here in subway, because I can see your teammate spawning up here on the right side over here on CAF. So you do choose to move up towards B here, which is where you're probably going to meet enemies, and you actually meet one very quickly coming out of arcade here. Great team shots. You guys are now up pretty much 1 on the map, because you guys are 4 up as of now, and 1 teammate actually goes down. The teammate that just grabbed camo ends up dying somewhere out in mid-map. So it is 3-3 right now. And again, I love when you guys leave the kill feed on the gameplay, because it is very easy to kind of paint the picture here for you guys. So you see one more trade come in. So it's 2v2, right? And the pings are coming up subway. You know the enemies are going to be coming from this way. So the hope is that your teammate pushes this way. You guys can take this 2v2 and see if you guys can go up 4 kills here instead of just 2, right? So you move up, and you're actually met with 2 not even looking at you here. You put in some good damage, and you choose to chase the one going red room, and your teammate actually goes down here, it looks like, to one of the fresh spawns, and then you're left in basically a 1v1 here, and you unfortunately go down. Fantastic use of that second grenade that you did choose to save. But the unfortunate part was you took this extra damage from the melee here, right? And I think where you went wrong is kind of trying to chase this one that's backing off. Because very much you can help your teammate take down this fella here and then focus that last one over here in red room, or I guess it's the last 2, because one more chooses to move over. And since you take this melee, you aren't really able to put yourself in a good opportunity to get this other kill here. So the trades really didn't go your way there too much. So again, in this situation, I'd like to stay as close to my teammate as possible to try to help both of you guys survive, because when you actually choose to chase that enemy through red room here, each of you put yourselves in a 1v1 kind of. And I mean, I think your teammate goes down relatively early here. But the biggest thing to think about is where your teammates are going to spawn. Even though you're the last alive on your team, the two teammates that died pretty early, and you have to keep that time ticking in the back of your head. And chances are they're going to spawn close to you because just the way you guys secured that A side of the map and moved to B, chances are pretty good they're going to be spawning either A or they're going to be spawning in PD there. And assuming they're willing to move towards gunshots, the more time you can buy here, the more you're going to have reinforcements on the way pretty quickly here. So again, when you move in a red room, you very much turn this into a 1v1. And then even though you get the kill on that weak enemy, when you take that melee, you pretty much make yourself a free kill for this full health enemy coming up through hill there. So that's just one thing to think about. And you could see here, your teammates actually appear to have gotten that PD spawn. Maybe they spawned A, but they definitely got up here very quickly, right? So if you just think about this sequence right here, if you would have secured this kill, right? Get that kill, and then try to quickly maybe get away, maybe even get away when that enemy is one-shot and use that one grenade to take him out in red room here, you could have backed away. And now we'll go back to that death cam image that we just saw here. You would have had the help coming. So say you move back here, you guys are still up 2 kills, and you guys are all together to team shoot and things like that. But obviously, like, that's just me picking it apart. I definitely think you did what you could. I would have liked to see your teammate actually try to live up better there with you, so it is a true 2v2, but it really just doesn't go that way. And I like that you're kind of cycling through your kill feed there. That's something you guys definitely want to do. So you spawn up, you see Jiminy actually died here in PD, and you have a teammate up here on B. So you know something is going on between you and your teammate here, and you're very on top of it here, right? So you're going to go see if you can clear out PD, which I am more than okay with. Except now your teammate died here, right? So you know there's a lot of action going on here, and you guys are actually on the disadvantage on the map. So you're moving in PD, you're seeing pings come up, you're trying to find some info, and then you finally find them out PD here. Little bit out in the open here, you're taking the gunfight, and the grenade that was thrown actually takes you out, and you guys lose the lead. So again, something to think about is the help and where it is coming from, right? So, I like that you went over here and cleared out PD. This is great. This is fantastic. PD is clear, so you know that this side of the map is relatively clear because you have all of your teammates over here on the right side. Well, one's going to be spawning up soon, right? So, when you move up, you can just get the info on this enemy. You really don't have to die to him, right? So, this grenade comes in. You could maybe hug this wall and just do whatever you have to survive. Instead, this is very much an ego chow, right? You're taking a straight-up 1v1. Your teammates don't really have an angle on this guy right now, and you unfortunately go down to that grenade. And whether you saw the grenade or not, it's a general way you want to take this gunfight, right? You're down 1. You know you have teammates to your right. Let your teammates help you. You go out and die so quickly here that your teammates don't have an opportunity to help you. And I don't have a doubt in my mind that you probably end up getting the assist here, but you just have to think like that, right? Don't think 1v1. Don't think I need to get this kill for my team, because quite often the situation is going to end up looking like that. And now you're in the respawn screen. Your teammates are in a disadvantage on the map, and the enemies are likely going to be pushing them, right? So they actually end up getting a kill here. So it's 3-3 on the map. And I like that you're checking your scoreboard. Just make sure you're checking it for info, right? While you're sitting here looking at the scoreboard, be sure to look and see the numbers on the map, right? It's 3-3 right now. You guys can literally see who's alive and dead on the scoreboard. So be sure that you are using that. So you spawn up here all the way at hill leading up to B, right? So your teammates are very clearly fighting. You just saw what was going down there. So I'd like to see you get here very, very quickly and try to get mixy in these fights, because they're very much going on. Jiminy ends up getting a kill there, and the trades are going pretty evenly. And you know they're in PD, so you throw a grenade, and your aim is a little bit all over the place, and you end up going down to this fella that just came out of PD. The best advice I can give you here, right? I like how you're trying to get to the fights quickly, right? You anticipate where they are. You know where your teammates are fighting from. This is all good and fine. I don't even have a problem with you jumping planter here. But when your aim, like, everybody gets their aim mixed up sometimes, right? You're overcorrecting. You're not really strafing to the enemy, and your enemy is hitting bullets. You need to back out of that gunfight. back out of that gunfight and just reset, because you just jumping up here and getting the enemy to look at you and distracting them while your teammates get this other kill, this is great, but you need to live. You need to preserve your life, especially in a game mode like Slayer. So if your aim's choppy, it's kind of all over the place, just back out. Just back out of the gunfight. You don't need to die there. You dying there doesn't do anything except give them a kill, right? So just something to think about here. And you guys actually end up going 3 dead here. Your teammate's able to get 1 kill there, right? So he is alone at A. He is alone at A, and there are enemies on him, right? Teammate just died here. There are enemies that are going to be swarming this fella on A, all right? So keep that in mind from your death cam info. You spawn up PD, okay? So you have 1 teammate up. They are at least 3 up right now, and they are going to be pushing that solo player on A. So you really want to get over there and try to help him as quickly as possible, especially with camo coming up. You guys need to get these kills and get vision on camo. And you fly straight for camo. You try to get eyes on it, and you get killed. You are a free kill by 1 bottom A here. Again, use the info from the death cam. You had all of the info that you needed, right? Kill feed. Right? You guys were at a disadvantage. You guys went 3 dead in the kill feed. Kill cam. We can see our teammate here. He got 1 kill, but he's still looking for somebody. He's even throwing grenades, right? There's definitely something going on here, bottom A. You're watching him fight in the kill feed, so when you spawn up, you need to see what's going on over here with Jiminy. You need to help him out and try to clear that area. Instead, you very much fly out, you get the tunnel vision onto camo, and you really pay the price for it. So again, you had all the info you needed. You guys just need to be able to take in the info and think about what you're going to do with it, especially in a split moment like the seconds before camo comes up, because now you guys are right back to 2 dead. You guys, I don't even think you got 4 up at any point. So now you guys are down 4, and chances are you're going to be losing this camo. All while Jiminy's doing a great job here living on A, right? If you would have just moved that way and helped Jiminy out, you guys could have stayed 2 up, fought for that camo, and perhaps even secured it. But instead, we're in a bit of a blender here, right? So you end up spawning Subway. You've got another teammate dying here, right? And Jiminy's still just living up over there, right? So you fly up. Your top Subway now. Jiminy actually gets 2 kills. So he's holding his own over there. He's doing a great job. So I'd like to see you try to get over there and try to help him as quickly as possible, which it looks like that is the move here. So now you see Jiminy go down. What I'm thinking here is they're going to get that PD spawn. If not, they're going to be spawning up maybe arcade area, considering you guys are spawning in Subway. You just spawn there, right? So you guys are very much encapsulating the half of the map like you want to. But it's going to be hot over here, right? So I want to see how you kind of maneuver the situation. Your teammates are flying up B very quickly. And they actually getting a mixy kill there. And this is working out really well. I love this. I love this. Because like I said, you know it's going to get mixy here. And your teammates pushed up B really quickly. I was impressed at how quickly they moved up, actually. So I don't hate you pushing this. I really don't. So now, you guys actually end up getting 2 kills here. Right? Teammate gets 1 kill. You fly out. You get a 2nd kill, okay? So you're here. You have teammates here on B. And it's relatively safe to assume that over here is getting safer, right? Maybe there's 1 enemy not accounted for because Renegade did just die up here. So you very much want to make sure maybe that PD area is clear and kind of hold this side of the map with your teammates, right? Because that will spawn them on the other side of the map, right? So if you move away from your teammates, you don't really know where those enemies in the respawn screen are going to spawn. They could very much spawn in PD between you and your teammates. And you actually choose to move towards Pink Street. You take the challenge on this fella, and you actually die here. So this is just taking a bare bones 1v1, and it wasn't even really a great chow. You very much move out in the open initially to take this fight because you missed the jump into calf here, and you end up losing the fight. And your teammate actually ended up getting a double kill, right? And what you did here, taking this 1v1 and losing, is you actually opened up the calf spawns here. So instead of you guys holding A tower, right, and B, and controlling that whole PD corner of the map, you actually just opened up cafeteria, so you guys really don't have much map control here. just off that one little decision of you going over here. Sure, if you win this gunfight, this is awesome. This is great. But a 1v1 can go it's such a 50-50 gunfight to take that you want to try to avoid it, or at least maybe jiggle peek it, jiggle peek this corner, be like, okay, there's an enemy coming this way, ping it up, move back to your teammates, wait for help to come. But this decision to take this 1v1, again, it very much it gives up the space on the map to the enemy, and now they are spawning here in CAF, and now your teammates are on B, and now they have to go and try to resecure the control on the map, because see, now, although they're setting up a very good pinch here, you could have been here A tower, and these enemies never would have happened. You would have actually had them in the spawn blender. Instead, you guys are down 2 kills. So, you spawn up PD, you fly out, they're already over at CAF. You saw that in the death cam, so good awareness there, getting your reticle up, right? So I want to see you get over and try to help with these kills. Instead, you go B steps, and they were wrapping through, and you end up in another 1v1, 2v1 situation where you are at the disadvantage, right? And again, these are the decisions that are make or break on Slayer. So you see the enemy there, and you're watching your teammates move to collapse on this fella. I have no problem with you shifting that way towards your teammates, because even if you don't help get this kill, you're still staying tight with your teammates and staying in one area of the map, right? If you move this way, it doesn't matter if they wrap around, because the sooner you guys get that kill, the sooner you guys can get your heads on a swivel and you put them in the disadvantage. Instead, you move away from them and you actually run into a brick wall here. You're getting shot from Red Room. You run into 1B steps and you actually go down quite quickly. Even if you had the suspicion of one coming B steps and you really want to go that way, you just spawned up. You have 2 grenades. You can check it with grenades. Instead, you very much just want to run this way. You're not really thinking, and you just end up being another free kill here. Just think before you do, right? Think about it. Take in all the information. Which you're doing. I can see you taking in the information. You know what's going on. It's just you have to cater your decisions to the information that is popping up here on the map. So let's see how we play this from here on out. And your teammates are doing a pretty good job. The trades aren't really going your guys' way, but they're keeping it very, very close here. So you see your teammate fighting A. You're gifted looking in this direction. And it very much looks like you're trying to slow down a little bit, right? Which this is fine. And you're gifted with a very easy kill. They're not ready for you to be there. You're taking a little bit out in the open, but good job winning that gunfight, right? Teammate gets another kill. So now you guys very much have the advantage. So you want to eat up the map here. Your teammate's holding A tower, and you're going to go out and secure this B area, grab the plasmas. I like this a lot. You grab that stalker, and you just keep going. You're very much just running away from your teammates. There's fights going down across the map. You still choose to go back subway. Your teammates are duking it out here. And I'll be honest, this is something I used to do a lot. You guys cannot take the long way around, right? So let's back it way up, right? You did a great job getting this kill here in tires. And then you move into PD, right? You eat up the map. Tied game. Awesome. You guys are controlling A side. This is all good and fine. You move out B. Completely open, right? You're moving this way. Your teammates are pinging up enemies at CAF, right? That is the opposite side of the map that you are on. I'm fine with you grabbing these plasmas. I'm fine with you grabbing this stalker. But you got to get over there and help your team. You're getting no information here. They're pinging like you got multiple teammates pinging CAF. They're pinging enemies. They're pinging everything. So again, I'm fine with you grabbing these weapons, but you need to get, like I mentioned earlier, you need to get those fights very, very quickly. Instead, you're trying to do pizza jump. You screw up pizza jump. They're winning the fights. Now you're going back subway, and you really have to be thinking about what you're trying to do here. You should be trying to help your teammates win the fights and then controlling the spawns, right? So you didn't help your team really win those fights, so you have to try to control spawns here. You see there's still CAF. This is great. And now you're finally getting in the mix. So after 25 seconds of not really doing anything, you're finally back in the mix. Okay, this is great. You guys have the advantage. You're up 3 kills. You see Jiminy go down here. And now you're kind of flying in. And I believe that was a jump cut there. We go from 8:01 on the time to 7:48 here, right? So, this is something that is very easy to get caught up in, right? So you take this long route here, you're doing no damage, you're doing nothing, right? And now you're kind of just going for a stroll on streets. You're very much just looking for the action. You finally find some action, you clean up a kill, and you instinctively just want to keep pushing the action. You kind of give up all the fundamentals here just to keep flying, and you very much push where all of the enemies probably are. And I imagine, I'm not going to speculate here, but it was probably not a very good death to have on the board here, and now you guys are only up 1, right? So, and please, let me know in the comments what you cut out. I'm very curious what happened in that sequence there. But, so you're spawning up Subway, 2 teammates pushing up here, you got one way up on tires, and it looks like you're going to choose to go help the one on tires. Moving in groups of 2 on the map, I have no problem with this at all. This looks good. You guys actually get 1 kill. Jiminy gets traded out, and now you guys really just want to push the fights here. You clear out PD. You catch one not looking at you. Good job getting that kill. And there could still be one lurking around here. And it appears there is. Teammate gets backsmacked, and that's kind of the thought process that I was going through that I'm trying to pass on to you guys here, right? So you guys are very much pushing where the enemies are, right? You had 2 moving up Pink Street. You spawn Subway. You have 1 moving up B. Chances are you have 4 enemies back there on A, just by process of elimination. So you guys get 1 kill. That's 3 enemies left. 3-3 now because you had a teammate die. You come out. Teammate gets 1 more kill. And you kill 1, right? That's 3 enemies dead. So you have to know that there is 1 more enemy ratting around. And your teammate knows. Your teammate went running right for back A. It's something you have to keep track of. And what actually happens is your teammate gets backsmacked because that enemy was still lurking back there. So now you not only have one behind you, you have the new wave of enemies pushing forwards. And you're in the mindset where it's like, I need to find the next enemy, right? You're playing COD Team Deathmatch here. You panic, you run out in the middle of the map, and now this is just turning into absolute chaos for you here, right? Again, taking the information and act with it. Just slow down. Just slow down a little bit. So there's 1 more enemy. Just find the enemy and hold this side of the map, right? They're flying at you. They want those kills. So you can't really put yourself in these awkward situations where you just fly out. Because see, you're getting shot in the back. You're flying. Always keep in mind where it is safe, right? And around your team is always going to be the safest area to be in. And you very much want to think about where they're spawning and where the action's going to come from. You don't always have to be sprinting, finding the next action. That's something I struggle with a lot, especially in Slayer. You want to think about your next move and then make it happen. You don't want to just run and be like, I'll just react to whatever's around this corner. So don't be afraid to slow down here on Slayer. So now, let's just take in the teammate info. We're here top Subway, teammate on B, teammate in tires, teammate moving up Pink Street. Again, it's pretty safe to assume they're all going to be chilling in A unless you have one ratting ATMs here, which you do not. So they're all in A. 1 teammate dies. You've got a nice little stalker rifle. Let's see how you guys take this. You're just putting in some shots here. I'd love to see you ping this. I haven't seen a ping go up. A lot of times I try to ping before I take the gunfight so that I let my teammates know, hey, there's enemies over there. I'm going to start shooting them. Hopefully you guys get over there and clean up that damage. So I'd love to see you ping that. But I have no problem with how you're kind of taking this gunfight because, again, you've been flying in a little bit too fast. And I think even you realize that. So you're trying to slow it down a little tiny bit here, which is all good and fine. Teammate gets a kill. Jiminy actually goes down, but there's probably some damage to clean up here. Oh, my goodness. The windmill. The windmills are in. So we've all been here, right? You get that teammate or that enemy 1 shot, and you very much just start throwing your aim off, right? Just focus on keeping the reticle over the enemy. Don't go crazy with that right stick. It's very easy to panic and try to line up that headshot. Just reset, and in the very least, just back into cover. You don't have to do or die on that final headshot. You can back out. A teammate might get that damage, even though you use both your grenades. If you have a grenade, that could help. But don't just stand here and dump your whole mag into the walls, right? Obviously, you windmilled. It happens. Just do your best to at least preserve your life if you're not able to get that kill, because you had a lot more cover than he did. So just something to think about, but do not panic and just start using that right don't Just got to work on that aim and very much work on that final headshot. Just be calm with the right stick, right? Be consistent with your aim. Right here, you fly in a subway, and you actually run into an enemy very quickly off spawn. Great decision. I love it. Move back to your teammates, right? Let them help you. You ping it up. This is great. You still attempt to take this gunfight. Oh, and you're jumping out in the open, right? So I love everything you did right until here. You're not only jumping and making yourself a sitting duck, you're very much doing it right out into the open. And you didn't give your teammates enough time to kind of turn and come help, right? Are they always going to come help you? No, because, see, they're taking all these fights in tires. But you definitely want to, just because you waited like 2 seconds, you don't have to just throw your body at this guy, right? So off spawn, Camo's coming up. They're flying at it. They're fighting for it. And this is getting mixy. You're one shot here. You're throwing grenades. All right, they have that camo, right? Now just let that camo go. Reset, get your shields back, and try to take some fights once you guys are 4 up. You very much jump out in the open when you're one shot. You're kind of panicking here, honestly, right? They got that camo. Oh, no, I got to do something. You very much don't have to. You have no shields here. There's no reason you should be exposing yourself out in the open. Just get your shields back and reset. Again, slow down. Reset. Get your teammates up. Play around them. It's really not... It's not do or die here. You guys are only down 3 kills. Now, you guys are all together here. Fights are going down in PD. And you're kind of just holding your ground. This is fine. Do you take a peek out mid? You see some enemies. Great team shots there. You're playing around tires. You find another one. Great kill there. And you're very much showing me how it should be played here, right? Or you're showing yourself here. You guys are all in one area of the map. And look at how easily these team shots are in. Bang. Dead. Mark assist, kill assist. I love to see it. Right here. Enemy already damaged. Reacted a little late to him, but that's fine. You get the kill anyways. Bang. Easy. Now you just have to think about where else the push could be coming from. Again, there's 2 enemies up based on your kill feed here, and they actually come around and get a pretty good flank there. That's just a good play on that enemy's part, but that's fine because you guys were actually playing together there. That's what you guys have to do. So now, they're in a disadvantage. You need to either help them or slow up and get together. And you have one teammate going AFK here. You put a couple warning shots in. That's all good and fine. And you actually come back to put more warning shots in, and then an enemy moves in here, and you get no damage onto him, right? So, I'm all good and fine with you putting maybe 1 bullet into this guy. You know, I do this sometimes, like, hey, come back, we need you. That's fine. Right after this, you need to be head on a swivel trying to get info, trying to figure out what's going on, right? Because you tunnel visioning on your teammate, trying to get his attention, this isn't going to do anything. Even after you get shot, you're still taking the time to shoot your teammate. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. You don't get a melee onto this guy, and you actually go down instantly, and now your teammate is, in fact, playing, and he doesn't even die there, right? This is just such a silly moment that I do not want to see at all in any of your guys' gameplays, right? Give him 1 warning shot, that's fine, but then you got to get ready to fight the enemy, because if you were more ready for that enemy and you tried to fight him, in the time that he started playing, you guys would have had an easy kill. Who knows? Maybe his mom called him, maybe, I don't know, somebody broke into his house and it turned out to be his family member. I don't know, man, but you just play the game. You just have to play the game. Even if it's a 3v4, you got to do your best to win. Right here, you're very much running off of your teammates, but you do a good job securing that bulldog. Putting in some shots here. You back him down. And this is great. This is all good and fine because you're eating up space on the map. I mean, now I'd like to see you back up and maybe try to fight with your teammates here. But instead, you're creeping up to Subway. And this looks like a bit of a hero play. And even though it seems to be working out quite well, I definitely would not recommend that. Try to play around your teammates, but this is working out pretty well. 46-46 here. Live up. You gotta play your life and live up, right? You guys need to stick together. All your teammates are away from you. You choose to make a play here down Pink Street, and you actually catch one not even looking at you. I love this. This is working out great. Camo's coming up. 48-48. All right. You guys have the advantage here. You guys are up 1 kill. I'd love to see you guys just bait this camo, honestly. And you actually fly right out at it. Oh, my goodness. and you actually go down here. Oh my goodness. You guys are winning. I would literally not push out for that camo. You guys do not even need it, and we don't even see the final kill. 1 kill later, that is the end, and they did match 1. They did go on to win this game. So, I went through every bit of that game footage, and I'm sorry how long this is, but I'm going to now summarize what I want to see you work on. It seems like you're doing a great job taking in the info. You're very much eating up the space on the map or the weapons on the map. You're grabbing the grenades. You're using them. And you're seeing all of the info. You're watching the kill cams and everything. Now, you have to absorb this info. Think about it. You need to think about the info. It's not enough to be like, oh, there's an enemy on C, You have to think about what you're going to do with that information, right? So I need you to slow down. Slow down. Think about the move you're going to make, and then think about what you're going to do with your team. Be it put in the team shots, be it get the move and trap them in the spawn. Where are you going to go? How are you going to put yourself in a position where you are helping your team get those kills and hopefully all live up together? Because that is how you're going to win a Slayer, right? Live up as long as you can and get as many kills as you can, right? And with these 14 deaths, I'll be honest with you, there were 3 or 4 times where, like I said, you were a free kill. You were putting yourself in a position either out in the open, one shot, or pushing down a lane just to take a 1v1. Sometimes it really is as simple as just sitting in one spot and just waiting, especially in these lobbies where enemies are going to throw themselves at you. So, slow down, take in the information, and just try to be a hard kill, right? Stay around your team, use your cover, and make sure you get those shields back. So, hi, memes. I hope this one helped you out. I'm sorry if, I was kind of rambly or kind of out of it for a little bit. I'm currently recording this at 12:09 a.m. after a 9-hour shift at work. But thank you guys for being patient on all of the VOD reviews. I really like doing them. Life's just been crazy. It's been busy, and I hope y'all found this one helpful. So, guys, please subscribe down below. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment. Any nice little tips here for High Memes on how he can further improve his gameplay. And then, of course, guys, channel memberships and super thanks if you'd like to support monetarily. It helps me out a lot as a content creator. All of these VOD reviews are completely free, and if you guys would like one for your gameplay, join the Discord by the link down in the description. It is free. We have a VOD submissions tab if you want to link some gameplay there. I'll get to it and review it for a video. I've got 3 or 4 more before I'm all caught up here. But again, life's busy, life's crazy. I'm just doing my best here for you guys. Again, these VOD reviews are completely free, so if you'd like to improve, feel free to throw one there in the Discord. But alrighty, guys, this was a long one. Apologies. Hi, memes. Hope you enjoyed it. Guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next one.